Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to war number 10 of season 25. So in this war, we are taking on DSVG. They are a solid Masters Alliance. I've faced them before several times. So this first fight, this is a Stealth Suit Spider-Man. So this is good placement because it kind of gives you an evade mission if you need it. So this is very helpful. I didn't bring Proxima, as you can see, but, still getting a mission for Corvus. He didn't evade there, which sucks. There he finally evaded. Well, finally, that only took 2 tries. Get the heavy, and then once you have the charge, you're pretty much good to go. So I only do mediums, just you don't need to give them power while you're doing no damage, so I tend to prefer the medium-medium combo. There he didn't evade. Didn't evade there. Didn't evade here, I don't believe, yeah. So there, I just kind of got tired of it and killed him with a special one. So yeah, super easy fight, just kind of a free charge. So that's pretty helpful of them, because then I wouldn't have been able to take the domino later. So then take off Dex for this Kingpin. This is probably my smoothest fight this season, I think. This is only a 5-star. I've taken 6 stars, it's not really any different. But this one just, I don't know, felt a little smoother than usual. So hit him a few times, lock in the spores. He's already down at 80%, bait out the SP1. And the way he timed it was right when the degen was ending, so you can counter his special one with a heavy and then backup recovery, and again, same thing. Another heavy, and then here I don't think I can do it. Yeah, I didn't even try. But I am at 100% health, which is kind of nice. I end up not finishing at 100%, but like 99 point something, so that was pretty good. I was happy with that one. Best Kingpin fight this season, but again, only a 5-star. So then I had this Domino on EMP mod. The EMP mod I don't care about, and the energy stuff I don't care about, but the Burden of Might was a concern because if I gain buffs during the fight, I lose power. So if I trigger Dex, I'm going to lose power, which is a problem with Corvus, right? Because the goal is, of course, get the SP2, throw the SP2, kill them. So I put in my usual Corvus build, which is 3 out of 3 recoil. I think there I was just kind of staring at her. So I throw on, I don't use the power back boost because those are a complete waste with charges. But I throw on the damage boost because why not? And I don't know what I'm doing. But I do use a power start 1 for this fight. Because power start 1s they actually give you, so I have them. The main thing here was to make sure I didn't Dex. I thought about taking Dex off, but then I just thought that was kind of risky. So just be really careful when she throws the heavy, not to Dex it, just to swipe back. So there she throws a heavy, I swipe back. She doesn't go lucky, which was nice. And then the SP2 for the easy kill. So that went pretty well. No complaints there. Very simple fight. And that one went exactly according to plan. Didn't Dex. You see that nice quaking comment right there from our leader. That was somebody who quaked a Nick Fury on Node 25. Something I would never attempt because I would get destroyed. Here you're going to see the Black Panther. I don't know what kind of weirdo would rank 2 a Black Panther. He is horrible. He does nothing on defense as well, so yeah, pretty much a waste of catalysts. Yeah, so just 5 hits. He gains a couple armor ups, whatever, he's dead. Yeah, just kind of a waste of a defensive placement. Right there from this strange summoner. And then it's adventure time. So I'm going to play all this in half speed. So the plan with this MODOK was just, wow, this looks kind of stupid now, playing it in half speed. So the plan with this MODOK was parry heavy pretty much. He's of course large, so I couldn't use Corvus, had to use Omega. He's placed here because you don't want to hit into his block because of explosive personality, so that makes a little bit of sense. Now, the way he works, or the way I thought he works, for his critical hits, is that it's every 7th hit. So when I play him, if you do a 5-hit combo, then you do 1 hit, then throw a heavy, that heavy will crit. The way he actually works, and I'm going to pause it here, because maybe I'm not the only person who didn't know this, is it's actually every 7th attack. So if he hits into your block, if he attacks and you parry him, all of those count. So try to count along every time he attacks. So there's 1, that parry. So that's the first attack. There's 2, another parry. So here I lock in the spores. So everything is good. I still have the PS1 boost, doesn't matter. There I missed the parry, 2 hits. So he's up to 5. 5 or 4? 4. So there I get the parry. So this is the 5th one. And lock in 17 spores. So here everything's looking good. There, I couldn't lock in the spores, but there's really no point in attacking him. He'll just auto block. There I blocked the special, so that's 3 more. So I think that's 8. There's 9. Another parry heavy. The slow-mo is kind of funny. So I'm at 95%, and he's, going down just fine. No issues. He's down to 34. And let's see. There, I missed a parry. I thought I parried him. He crits 4 times and puts on 4 incinerates. And when that happened, well, aside from cursing the horrific RNG to get the 4 incinerates, he crit 4 times because he had hit into my block exactly 13 times during the fight. So his heavy was the 14th attack, which means that it counts towards his guaranteed crits. So that's how his heavy crit 4 times. Now, I knew I was going to melt quite a bit, and I knew he had 19 spores, and I knew he had a bar of power. So my plan was to try to throw the SP3 right away. I knew it wasn't going to kill him, and then immediately go into block. Because if he reverses my healing with his special 1, I was dead. So I had to wait out my regen in hopes that it would be enough to keep me alive. So you can see I'm healing for quite a bit. I go for the reparry. Oh, I did parry. Yeah. And then I'm able to finish the fight. So that was quite stressful. One of the most stressful fights that I can ever recall. I could actually feel my heart rate skyrocket when he threw that heavy. So, whew, survived. That was a frightening ordeal. 4 incinerates. 1 or 2, no concern. 4, big concern. So survived that fight and did not give up a death. We desperately need to win this war, so can't afford to die to a freaking MODOK. That would have been quite embarrassing. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so then this is later in the night. So this is a Namor on Rage. So I was going to try to kind of minimize the parries because that increases how fast he gets his rage or his in-rage timers or charges. So I was going to try to just heavy counter him mostly. So took off Cruelty for this fight. I am fully boosted. But without Cruelty, you're fine. You're not going to trigger Rage, even against the rank 2. So he starts off with a heavy, which I don't like, because I'm not really ever prepared for heavies. So he does a bunch of hits into my block. Felt like my spores went off pretty quickly, and so did my bleed. I don't know. But anyway, he's got 10 spores, so just want to keep locking them in. Try to minimize the parries, like I said. Hit into his block, kind of back him up. Block the special. You can heavy counter the special. I think there I just kind of got a little out of whack. Bait the heavy. You can actually counter in the middle of his heavy, which is nice. I don't know why I was kind of afraid of his SP2s. I guess I was mostly trying to bait special ones, which is actually kind of dumb because that gives him more healing. So should have been baiting SP2s. There he's got the 10 charges, or 10 spores, so lock those in. He does have me backed up a little, which is not ideal. But that was a spicy intercept. I didn't even remember that. Whew, that was a beauty. Lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, here we go. So he triggers his Imperious Rex. Just got to make sure I don't get blasted by an unblockable SP2. Really wanted to get him below 2 bars of power, because then once he's below 2 bars of power, then you're not really in any danger. So get him up to 10 spores, lock in the spores, and at this point the fight's pretty much in hand. I don't need to heal with an SP3 or anything, because this is his last fight. So that's it for Namor. So that went well, pretty much went exactly the way I planned it. And this last fight is this Emma. We are, of course, going to unleash the full power of Corvus. I didn't have an attack boost for the last fight. I did put it on for this fight. And I did throw on a PS1. Just like I said, we get a lot of them, so I never use them. Probably during the off season I'll be able to get back up to 7, so wasn't worried about wasting it. If I didn't have a bunch of them, I wouldn't have used it for this fight. It's not, it's not needed. But yeah, I thought one SP2 was gonna kill her. There she threw a heavy, almost kind of got me. So 5-hit combo SP2, and it doesn't kill her. Yeah, and that kind of threw me off. But kept my composure, made sure not to let her throw a special 1. And that's it. So that is it for my part in this war. We are currently down by 2, last I checked. I can check if that has changed. Probably not. Hopefully we can come back. I feel like I say that in every video, and usually we don't. But hopefully this war we can come back and win. So that'll do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.